Seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Pulls it in at the 13. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the 4th-year running back. This is Devin Singletary. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. This defense for the Commanders was terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
From the 36, Tua. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. It's an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Hey, no steal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Ready?
He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Right, 97.
Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Striker, 3-3.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here we go. Check, pick.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. He's at the 50. 30. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
1st and goal from just inside the 5.
Ready.
Singletary is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Singletary again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Slide through.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Touchdown, Washington! His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Singletary to get the drive started. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On play action, here's Tua. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Commanders 7, Lions 3.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Tua's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. The 40. The 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2 and now on first down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Slot man moves right. Here's the 2nd and 7. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And 7 yards taken.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11. Incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Shot, 17.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Gano's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Ready, fight, fight.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Cycle.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Give them a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Commanders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Harrington Evans on the return. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They go play action here on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
97. Ready.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
Striker. 3-3.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in third and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Ready, set. Long ran.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And the Lions first down.
Tua now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
At the 21-yard line.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit.
Hurry!
Tua going to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Even for a guy who many believe has become the standard in the league, Myles Garrett's 2021 was special. 16 sacks set a team record and were 3rd in the NFL, and he made first-team All-Pro to the surprise of no one.
Down!
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive.
Yellow!
Here's Tua. This is caught. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Into gain 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Wide open.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Steps away. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone.
To a hit, and the ball is out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 2nd and 16. Tua. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Naeem Hines. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
17.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Got his target, Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Come on, back.
He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting the game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. He'll drop to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to swell the lead to 6. Gano's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
He's got the first down and more.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Red, striker. You're blue.
Now Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go, set. 10 seconds. Strike.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount.